major way. You know we doing major things. Hit me up with that tape of fade. Now let me hear what them haters say. You want it, you need it, I got it, come get it. Stay gifted, stay gifted, stay gifted, stay gifted. You want it, you need it, I got it, come get it. Stay gifted, stay gifted, stay gifted, stay gifted.
Houston, we have a problem.
Okay, YouTube, let's go ahead and jump right into this haircut tutorial. Right now, I'm just grabbing my Gamma Ergo clippers. I already went ahead and picked everything out up top, but right now I'm just freehanding everything, making sure that I have a nice even top. And I do not want to disconnect this haircut. I want to make sure everything goes together smoothly. So from a ball fade into a curl top, I just want to make sure I have a smooth transition. I don't want to disconnect this haircut. But right off the back, I'm just freehanding everything. Make sure your lever is closed whenever you're doing the freehand. And if you're not really, used to doing this, you can use a guard or scissors to be on the safe side. But if you're a little more advanced and you have a steady hand, this is a very easy, quick way to get the top even. And it's dope because I have the white walls in the suite, so I'm able to see if there's any like straggler hairs or hair sticking out. That way, because he has such dark hair on the white walls, everything sticks out. So a dope little nugget is, if you're doing this and you have like darker walls in your suite, or if it's just dark where you're cutting at, get a white towel, put it behind the client or on the side of the client's head, and see whatever's sticking out, and you'll be able to see the hair. That's just a little nugget for y'all. But right here, everything is even. I went ahead and rounded everything to the top. But again, guys, not every curl top has to be disconnected. You want to make sure you have a nice gradient blend from the bottom to the top. So yes, I'm creating that nice drop to the back of the occipital bone area using my cordless Babyliss FX trimmers. I want to contour to the shape of my client's head. I'm creating myself a guideline to where I can have 1/2 inch to 1 inch per guideline and have a nice stretch blend. Because if y'all been watching my channels, man, I don't like that compressed blend stuff. I really don't. To me, this is like a low medium fade because I'm creating my first guideline pretty low, dropping it to the back, and then I'm creating myself space to have a nice gradient blend. I want that blend to go from soft medium to dark, or light medium to dark rather. And you're gonna see that in this blend. It's not gonna be disconnected. So as you see, that line right there already got blended out. Now the next guideline is a number 1. Again, guys, giving yourself about 1/2 inch to 1 inch. This is my one open right there. I went ahead and put it in the middle to soften up that middle line, and then I'm gonna go ahead and close it. After the 1 guard, I jump to my 2 guard because I've said it in my videos before. If y'all been watching, from my 1 guard I jump to my 2 because there's no gradiency with a 1 guard open to a 1.5 guard. So I feel like if I do a 2, this is the highest guard I'm going to use to the top. Then I'll come back with my 1.5 guard, lever open, and remove whatever the 2 left behind with just like a lot of corner work. With doing this, you're able to not raise your blend. You're able to see gradiency from a 1 to a 2, and I just feel like it flows better with the blend. So again, I go from my 1 guard to a 2, open, middle, closed, back down to my 1.5. Right now it's open, middle, and closed. And what I mean by open, middle, closed is if you have the lever all the way down, that's open. That extends the blade to its fullest potential. If you put the notch towards the middle coming inwards, then that's me putting it in the middle, and then you can close it all the way. But I just love using these Gamma Ergo clippers, man. I swear they cut like butter. They're quiet, they're ergonomic, they're light, they have dope battery life. So after that, guys, I jump down to my 1/2 guard and blend whatever the 1 left behind, and you're gonna see this fade is just gonna come together. And I know y'all are probably gonna ask, like, why do I cut with my finger near the right side of that blade? I feel you have full control over this clipper when doing that. I feel like it's just so comfortable, and hopefully a lot of y'all can relate with having that finger right there. Just something about that technique just knows that you have full control of that blade and clipper, and I don't know, it just feels right. It just feels right. It's almost like second nature. I don't do it on purpose. It just feels right whenever I cut like that. Making sure I'm brushing any kind of extra hair, any kind of debris that's coming off of that head, and I just want to make sure I can see what I'm doing and see my blend. Once you're brushing with your opposite hand, you're able to knock around the excess hair off of the scalp. And man, I know it's sped up a little bit, but that's how quick it is, guys. From a trimmer to a 1 to a 2, and then everything in between. There's a little bit of a dark spot right there. I took my 1.5 guard open, removed that, and that's just something that you got to create as the barber eye. Seeing that detail, creating a nice gradient blend, and getting rid of dark spots. Not a lot of people will see that. Not a lot of barbers will see that, but I think within time comes with that barber eye. You'll start developing that, and then also, you know, time into cutting hair. Knock out a dope quality fade, then go to the next tier. Start working on designs or freestyle designs or parts, but make sure you get a quality blend down first before you jump to the next tier. And then, guys, if you're just starting out cutting hair, time will come. Cutting fast is not, honestly, for me. I have 40-minute slots for my haircuts and an hour slot for a haircut and beard. I don't want to feel like I'm rushing. I don't want to develop a sweat when I'm cutting hair in a suite. I want to have that one-on-one time with my client, conversation on point, whether we're talking about something on TV or just life itself. I just feel like don't rush a quality haircut. Make sure you knock down that and then jump to the next tier. So guys, basically what I'm doing is whatever I did to one side, I do to the other. I'm gonna go ahead and jump back on whenever I start the lineup. Alright, so before we get to the lineup part, as you can tell, I basically did a 50-50 fade. And I used to do this a lot in barber college, where I'll complete one side, go to the other, then connect the back to the sides. With doing this, I feel like you're able to see what guards, what area needs to be lower, what area needs to be darker. Again, same steps, guys. I went from my lever all the way open with no guard to a 1 guard open. Now I'm using my 1.5 guard. This is my number 2. I'm just blending whatever darkness into the top, and then I'll jump back down to my 1 open, and you're gonna see that super to bone area is not gonna be dark anymore. And I'm taking a 1/2 guard a little bit higher than normal because you want to make sure that that blend is proportionate, and you're gonna find yourself cutting with a lower guard or even like no guard, just to make everything look proportionate and blend together. Right around that super to bone area, the hair tends to be a little thicker and darker, so you want to make sure that you know, cut that the correct way. That way everything blends together. But man, look at that blend right there. That thing is butter. Again, it doesn't have to be disconnected. I understand there's some clients out there that like a disconnected cut, but I think it's our job to educate our clients and kind of give them what we think is best. Again, if the client suggests afterwards to disconnect the cut, then do it. I just feel like a nice gradient blend to a curl top with no disconnection. I think that looks fly. I think it looks dope. So that's just my input. Right here, guys, I'm just showing you that I can finesse a lineup with it receding on the right side and on the left side. You don't have to raise the lineup. You don't have to take it back. You don't, like, come on, guys. I just feel like a pushback edge up is like from year 2000. We have to elevate ourselves and educate ourselves with cosmetic lineups, but also making sure that we can keep a natural lineup pretty crispy and dark. I mean, look at that. I brushed those baby hairs down, and I just feel like everything just flows dope, flows together. Nice blend on the sides. We're gonna add a little bit of oil sheen at the end of this cut, and we're gonna use a sponge top. Using that Cantu oil sheen, man. If y'all spray this in the shop, every client that I use this on is like, where do I get that? Man, that smells good. It smells like candy, honestly. It's fire. You see me using that slicker rig. Shout out to my boy Tyler, man. If y'all haven't seen that video, Work Smarter Not Harder, make sure you check that out. I did an unboxing on that product. This is also gonna help me, you know, do a nice quality haircut in a good amount of time, because everything that I need is on me, unless I use like some hair products or water for the top. But other than that, everything is on me. I mean, look at the cut, man. Nice low. Started with my blend kind of low, gradually got all the way to the top, did not disconnect it. Man, hopefully y'all enjoyed this haircut tutorial. Hopefully you learned something from this haircut tutorial. And if you have not yet subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that bell so you know when I drop a video. Like, share, comment, and as always, Team Gifted, stay gifted.